Hello, guys. I wanted to talk today about. This is a bit of an old story, but I was going to talk about Chinese censorship in American movies, and I wasn't necessarily going to be about movies specifically, but Chinese censorship, and I decided to talk about. It's a little bit of an older story from last year. I don't know how many of you saw the latest Quentin Tarantino movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It was really good. I liked it a lot. Before that, I would say either Pulp Fiction or Inglourious Basterds would be my two favorites. I'm not sure between which one I like more. But I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood might be my favorite, and not least of which just because, I like that he can make a movie and it doesn't have to be about violence. I mean, I know the whole Manson family thing at the end was a funny twist, but honestly, that was probably like, it's funny because that's what Tarantino was known for, and honestly, that was the part I could like give or take on. There's all the brilliant, funny parts throughout the movie. In between, before, like the whole 2.5, almost 3 hours before that whole ending, the violent part is apparently not what's getting controversy, because there's an interesting story about China wanting Tarantino to change or edit out the Bruce Lee scene. I don't know if you remember, there was this scene where Brad Pitt, he's like he's kind of a random, like not that well-known stunt double. In fact, he's really a glorified stunt double who kind of goes toe-to-toe with Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee is depicted as not the badass that we all know that he is, or at least, when he was around. So, and was it fair to depict him in that way? Maybe not. Do I believe that this random stunt double could go toe-to-toe with Bruce Lee? Not really, but I'm an adult, and I am allowed to have a sense of humor. I think any adult can. I think if the Chinese audience, I don't know. I don't know who specifically. I know Bruce Lee had a daughter who was offended by it, but I think it went as far as like a hard line from the Chinese government: take this out, or you can't film it, or you can't show the movie here. I'm not sure if that was abroad, like entirely all his, like if it's in every country the movie's distributed in. I don't know, but definitely in China they wanted that Bruce Lee scene completely cut, and Tarantino said no. Because he has what they call final cut rights to his movies, which means nobody can make him cut anything from one of his movies. Nobody, and that's the beauty of Tarantino's style, and there's not a lot of directors like him who are willing to take risks and yet are just hugely successful. Every one of his movies has been a hit, so it's like, I know it's an older story, but I still wanted to just pay my respects to Tarantino for standing his ground and not giving in to the Chinese like every other part of Hollywood is seeming to do these days. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of directors with a backbone or producers with a backbone anymore. Tarantino is clearly, he clearly has balls and is willing to take risks, even if it means excluding the Chinese. He doesn't play around with his movies, and I respect that. All right, thanks, guys.